We're gonna try it. I'm just gonna pull this out. Longsword. Lots of poke. You have range, and it deals decent damage. Longsword is basically, see a little meter under your sharpness up there? That is your spirit gauge. Spirit gauge does multiple things. So you see how the meter is built up? That means that now you have a couple options. What this does is you can hit it 3 times, and the roundhouse slash, and then you go up a level, right? So this is going to drain over time. You have a couple things you can do. If you have the stamina for it, you can go into Spirit Charge, which will immediately raise you up a level of Spirit Gauge. The other thing you can do is use that Spirit Gauge and Foresight Slash. There we go. Goes into the Spirit Roundhouse, which now puts me in red. But while in red gauge, you can do a couple of things. Your attacks now attack a lot faster, deal increased damage. So all of your moves become enhanced. So longsword in the past has always been about the helm splitter. Build up to red, you do this, and then voila, right? Do multi-hits. But then that consumes a bar of your spirit gauge. Now, the other thing is the helm splitter now has a secondary function. If I, for some reason, am like, I really need to commit to this, helm splitter, come back down, hit R2 again, and I go into this second mode, which does an AoE, consumes 2 bars of spirit meter, and to top that off, it gives you hyper armor. So, hyper armor actually is neat, because hyper armor gives you the ability to not get knocked away, to finish your move. You still take some damage, but it's not full damage, so it's actually pretty nice. So what I was going to say is there is some tech with longsword. So the other thing is the sheath stance. So R2 and X after an attack, or I guess RT and A will put you in a sheath stance. From sheath stance, you can now do a couple things. You can use it to back away, you can roll out of it to cancel it, you can attack, and if the attack hits, your gauge will start going up. And you can see right there how the middle gauge starts going up. So you can use the Foresight Slash not only offensively, but defensively to get into the Eye Slash. So as an example of what the Eye Slash is supposed to do, there you go. That's the Ice Spirit Slash. So it has a shorter window for the parry, but you go up a gauge immediately, and you also evade out of damage. So you can use it for repositioning. So even if you're not actually countering, you can use this to reposition behind a monster. You can cancel out of the Foresight Slash also. You can redirect it. Go into the sheath mode. Also, wound destruction. Your gauge will go up a level. So in this game there are wounds. So if you played Rise, think of wounds as kind of like the Kyrios function, which if you haven't gotten that far, the way it works is you deal damage. You see on the front here, he has a little smile. See how there's like a white spot right here that's forming? That means that the wound is forming. All monsters will start getting this kind of like texture. And there you go. So it'll be an open wound, right? And you see how there's like stuff eking out of it? Normally it'll be blood. If you go into focus mode, you'll see that it's glowing. Now I can do a focus strike. Every weapon has a different type of focus strike. For longsword, you can reposition after it. So let me show you with this one. So that was just the default one. Let's say I want to go and hit multiple ones on the left, holding left. I get that. But let's say I am just trying to hit stuff that's further back, right? I'm like, all right, I don't want to get hit by this. Or I want to like back up, you can do that. So longsword has the ability to reposition after a focus strike. The other thing is, while in every other mode you can build up, your meter. In red mode, you can only build it up so much, which means that you want to get into red mode as much as possible, but you don't want to like absolutely be dependent on it.